Good evening. Welcome to the Big Daddy stream. I have a lot to show you tonight. That's what this music makes me feel like. It might be a little mellow. All right, I have a bunch of stuff to go over. So I'm going to start with some of the updates from the week. One of the first one was trunked. If you don't know what that is the ability to get into or control the trunk of any vehicle.
Howdy.
As you can see, there is no prompt anymore. I put the option in there to turn it off. So you just have to walk up to it, and this is a Civ car, so I probably can't. So let me So it used to be they had the open and hide prompts back there, but now they're not there. You just walk up to it, and you don't have to be facing the car anymore.
Still got your starting screen up.
Well, why is it not? There it is. It's because I changed versions of the game. Sorry. Anyway, there seems to be a crowd here in the parking lot. So now, and you don't. Okay, let me start over. So there's no prompt anymore for opening the trunk. It's you can turn it off and on. You don't have to have it off, but can't hear myself. All right. So it just it's the same keys. You just have to know what the keys are. Same thing with getting in. And we also fixed it to where you don't have to face it anymore, and you can still open it. So it makes it easier to target, and that's because the prompt isn't there to tell you when it's targeting. So that's new. Also, if it's somebody else's car, you can now open the trunk. Used to it just like open and immediately close again. So that is fixed. Oh, and sorry for this stupid text up in the corner. I think it's Quant V that's doing that, and it just popped up a second ago, so I didn't have time to update it yet. Also, let me. Hey, meet me at the Sandy gas station.
You got it.
Oh, I don't want to be on top of the building. Ooh, it's thinking hard. And I fell through. Oh, where did my car go? Okay. I think I need a new car. One of the new updates with fuel, this one is not out yet, but it will be here shortly, is we're removing the prompts from this as well. There is the little red glow there. Oh, and of course, it's the curse. Look at that.
Always.
All right, well, I can show you the same thing with somebody go buy something from the vending machine. It used to be only the person buying stuff could hear it. Now you can hear somebody else's stuff. I think he's having a hard time deciding. So now, anyway, you can hear vending machines, you can hear Coke machines, you can hear coffee machines. There it is. And the same thing goes with fuel. When somebody's pumping the gas, you can hear. Let me restart fuel. It's not a fuel error, it's actually a money error. Because we're updating the money to work with newer versions of the database. Okay. Yeah, there it is. All right. So here, I'm going to let him. This is another update. Why don't you pump it? There you go. So you can see the little red dot on the car there where the fuel cap is. That's new because there's no prompt. Again, you can turn them on and off. But fuel also has the audio that everybody can hear. And the other big thing is that you can fuel other people's cars now. You don't have to own the vehicle to fuel it. What is that in the parking lot? Oh my goodness. That's fireworks. Speaking of, also updated. The people were complaining about it being too loud. So we've made it slightly quieter. You guys, I've not been looking at the chat. You can't donate through Streamlabs anymore? I'll have to look at it. I'm not sure why that would be. I haven't made any changes to it. I did have, you know what? I had a Streamlabs issue last week where everything got reset. I'll have to go look and see if it reset. If it reset all the payment stuff. I'm not sure. Okay, so those are sound updates. The car wash has a new location. Right out here. Where this old nasty car wash is on the outside of Sandy next to the Liquor Ace. There's a new car wash location that I added. And all of this, the only thing out of all of this that's out so far is trunked. The rest of this is coming very soon. It's all on a long list of things that we're testing this week. Okay, so also the Open for Business directory is a new addition. So you say Open Business, and there's a form. I'm not going to give it a postal because I have no physical location. And you'll get a ticker, which Nazi owners can turn off if they don't want people to have that. And the better thing is then you have the business directory, which is just a list of all the businesses that are open. Super simple script. You can delete your own, and if there's an admin set up with permissions, they can delete it as well. It just goes away when you delete it. Anyway, okay. My Streamlabs settings seem to be messed up somehow. I don't even know where that goes in here. Huh. I don't know. I think when everything got reset, it messed it up. Because I don't even see it in the settings anymore.
Holy shit, has time stopped?
What is...
You motherfucker!
It's probably a mistake.
God damn! You
Go. He vanished. Alright. Well, if... I'm sorry about the Streamlabs payment thing not working right now. You can go to YouTube and do it there if you would really like. Alright, I'm gonna go to 207, which is where the bus station is. And you can have a bus driver job. So that orange glow there is where you start your job. When you walk there, you get the menu. I'll name these routes better. But Route 1 is Mirror Park and downtown. So we're going to go Route 1. And your bus will be parked on the other side of the building. It's always parked here. And here's how it works. It's not timed. That's a big pain for everybody. I don't think timed is fun. But what it does count are how many people get on and off. It counts how many vehicles you hit and how many pedestrians you hit along the way. And it keeps track of all that, and you get paid based on that and by how many stops you go to. If you finish the route, you get a $1,000 bonus. If you don't finish the route, you actually get fined $250 for not finishing it. Each stop is $100. Each player is 10, and each ped is 5. And then each person you hit, I think, is $50 off, and each car you hit is $25 off, something like that. And then you get a total whenever you're done. So, I'm going to cheat just a little bit here and jack up the speed on this bus just to get there quicker.
Hey, it's good to see you.
It's also at night. I don't know how many people I'm going to be able to pick up. I should buckle. Ooh, did you see that? Wreck right in front of us. And so I'm following the map down there. There's blips on the map. And when you get here, there'll be the glow. These are both players. So those players, I'm going to get $10 a piece for them climbing on. And this is all synced. When you open the doors, 4 on the number pad opens the doors, 5 closes them, or if you just start going, it'll close them. And PEDs will get on and off of here as well. And that's what I was saying. It's nighttime, so I don't know how many PEDs are going to be available. And you just go from stop to stop. Oh, there's one here. They might get on.
I don't really pay attention, but things seem to be going okay, I guess.
Nope, nobody's getting on.
Honestly?
So we'll go to the next stop. And it does work with money. So it actually takes money from you whenever you get on and off. She was too busy sneezing to get on the bus. I know a place where people will definitely get on the bus. It's hard to drive when it drives this fast. But you can see the stops from a long ways away because it's that orange glow thing. I'm going to pull into the casino because there's always a bunch of people in here. There you go. So yeah, PEDs will get on. And then they'll... Whoops. And then they will get off at other stops. Like if I pull in here and stop, they don't know whether it's a stop or not, but if I open the doors, somebody will get off, I'm sure. Yeah, there you go. So PEDs get on and off, which is fun. This is the bus script. And let's say I want to go off duty now. I just say bus driver. Brings up the menu. The only thing I can do is clock out. And everybody will get off the bus. Except that guy. I guess he wants to stay there all night. And I got paid. No, there he goes. I got paid $385 for the stops and the people. And if I want to start a new one, I have to go back to the bus stop and start from there. And there's 4 routes that are included right now. There's Mirror Park. There's one that goes Del Perro and around, I think, down through Vinewood. There's one that goes through the center of town. And then there's one route that goes all the way around the outside of the map on Great Ocean Highway and through Sandy and Paleto Bay and all those. And that uses the coach, which is the Dash Hound bus. So that's the bus. Let's see. So taxi driver. Let me show you that one, and these guys can help with that. So taxi driver lets you go on duty with a taxi, a limo, or like an Uber. And so now I'm on duty. And so if anybody uses the taxi command, and this works in conjunction with the taxi script. Now see, a person has requested, and that's a player. So I'm going to say yes, and it looks like it's him right there. So he's going to get in and he's going to set a point on the map. Okay. And multiple people can ride too. And if I don't have a player, if you don't have players in the car, then AI will call you. And you can set it for how long you're idle before they call you. But here we are, and they paid $6.58 for the ride. And that's how that works. If we waited 4 minutes, I would get an AI call. And basically what happens with that is it'll just beep up there and tell you that that a local has requested a ride, and you can accept it or decline it. And then you drive to wherever they are. It'll be on your map, and they'll get in, and they'll tell you where they want to go, and you take them to where they want to go, and they'll get out, and you'll get paid for it. So that's your taxi driver job. And like I said, this works in conjunction with the ride service script, which is AI driving taxis. So it's the same command. So if someone does /taxi, if there's a player driving a taxi who's available, that call will go to them first. If there's not, it'll go to the AI, and the AI will come pick you up. So if you have both of those, you can call a taxi at any time, and it will come pick you up, whether it's a player or an AI, which is kind of cool. If you want to go off duty on that, it's the same exact kind of thing where you say taxi driver, and you say go off duty, and he'll get out and lock the car up, and now I'm off duty. And that car will despawn eventually. All right, delivery driver job. There's a lot of people that have requested job stuff, so I have built some job things. This warehouse down here, the orange one in the bottom corner, that's where your delivery driver job starts. Oh my goodness, why is he way up in the air? Guess I picked a bad spot. Okay, so you've got your orange glow there. Same thing. That's where you start your job. And I have to tweak this one a little bit. I started it a long time ago. This one, yeah, I will fix all of this. But you can Amazon, FedEx, UPS, or Go Postal. We'll do Amazon. And then you start the job. And you get your Amazon vehicle. This one is timed a little bit. It based on average speed and also how many things you hit, and you get a score based on all of that. But it'll tell you where to go. And I'm going to cheat here. It's the Pine Bluffs Country Club. because I don't think you want to sit and watch me drive forever to try to get to the country club, because it's a long drive. And there's a list of delivery locations, and it basically just randomly chooses which ones you're going to go to. And so it'll be a little different each time you run it. And the custom vans come with the script. It also looks at the damage of your vehicle, and you lose money based on the on how much damage you sustained during the drive between points. So it's kind of a game within a game, just like the bus driver. Uh-oh, I got a ticket. But I'll show you when we get there how the delivery works. You can see the orange glow over there. That's where you're going to deliver the package, so don't park there. So I made $107.65 with that delivery. That's mostly because I went so fast by cheating. But so you're going to come to the door, open it, you're going to get a box. Come over here, you set it down.
Thank you, sir.
And then there's 4 more packages. And that's also a random number. Alright, so that's all the packages. You go, you close the doors, get back in your van, and now the clock has started ticking for the next delivery, which is at the Animal Ark. That's a long ways from here. But you get paid during your progress here, not at the end. So you can actually quit this route whenever you want. Yeah, this is a long trek between points here. But it just chooses, there's a whole route, and it chooses different points on there to deliver to. And I honestly don't remember the math it uses to decide which ones you're going to. But it will pick the next closest one to tell you to deliver to. Anyway, you probably don't want to watch me drive forever to get to the Animal Ark. So that's how that works. If you destroy the van, you get fired. If you leave it and walk too far away, you get fired. If you die, you'll get fired, obviously. So if I were to delete this van, it's going to tell me that I'm fired because I've lost my van. But anyway, that's Delivery Driver. Very cool. Sandy Helipad. I don't know if you heard me or not. Alright, I'm going to come to Sandy. Oh, that was something else. On the map, these buses, those are bus stops. So, and they're all over the map. The white ones are the route that I talked about that goes all the way around. There's this yellow one that comes through the center. The blue is the one that we were driving that goes around Mirror Park and down to the airport and then back. And the green one kind of runs down through the center of town here. Sorry about that. I did not have my status set. Okay, this script is one that I have worked on for a couple of years now, and it just had never worked out, and it's very cool. So I'm going to walk up to the helipad and I'm going to say, Heli. And it's basically a taxi, but a helicopter. And it's AI driven. It's going to ask me where I want to go. I'm going to go to Higgins Helitours. And I'll just warn you now, it's expensive. It costs a lot. Is the chat not working? What is going on exactly tonight? It's a weird night. And multiple people can ride. This thing is not totally smooth yet, but we're gonna hope that it all works. If there's other players around, it'll give them extra time to get in so everybody can ride. What looks like the Q word? Don't be messing with me now. I've only played Cubicore once. So I don't know really what it looks like. Oh. So what did YouTube change, Gaby? I can't tell. Oh. So the chat is working, it's just not working in my what is going on? I'm very confused. Well, I guess it's working. Okay. You know, I slowed the helicopters down a little bit to make them safer. It takes a little while. Still faster than driving, though. And this is a long drive, a long flight. You're going to see how much it costs. It's not cheap. We should be starting our descent soon. There we go. The water looks cloudy and gross. I will say the AI fly a little better than they drive, but not by a huge margin. And there you go. It cost me $9,000 to fly across. All right, that's my whole list. There's a couple things that I was going to talk about. Money and trains are still both in process. Money had to be rewritten so the database connectivity would work with newer versions of MariaDB, which I've talked about a couple times. That is working. It's in the final stages of testing. And then trains... It's all working, and we're all happy with it. We have one boxcar that we had custom made that has hay bales and stuff in it for hobo RP. If you wanted to jump a train and hide in a boxcar, but mission trains and being inside of cars they don't like each other. So, I mean, we had to have custom passenger train cars built. So things would fit, and so the boxcar we're still working on it. It has a couple of glitches in it, and we're having the dev work on those. And that's it. We also have a showcase server now. It's not wide open to the public. I don't just let everybody in because it's also sort of our testing server. So I'm going to create a channel in the Discord where you can come in and request access to the showcase server, and it will give you temporary access. And so that's coming very soon. So if you want to be able to get in and play with all of the scripts and see how they work, then join the Discord and watch for that channel to happen, and I'll announce it and you'll see it happen. Anyway, that's my whole list. People have to buy food and drink from a store just like Cubicore. No. I hate Cubicore, and I hate the food and drink thing. I never want to force anybody to RP that way. It's miserable to me, and I know some people like it, and that's great, and I say enjoy it. But no, I don't like it that way, and I won't build it that way. Can I see how fast I can go in a car? Sure. Yeah, we've had competitions to see the fastest speeding ticket. I think either Rich or Jared might be ahead. I'm not sure which. And I don't think anybody's broken the 400 mile an hour mark, because once you get going that fast, it's really hard to control the vehicle. Yeah, I don't know. The OCRP is working on an inventory right now, and it's a standalone inventory, and I think they want it to be like the money, so you can just put whatever you want in your inventory, but That way, when the cops search you or anything like that, you can put it in your car, you can put it on your person, and that way you don't have to say, I'm searching you, what did I find? It'll just show up. So that's in process, and once that happens, then there might be things that are built off of that somewhat. I know, like the LEO script, the drug tests work with the under the influence script. So if you are under the influence of something, it'll show up in the drug test. If you have been drinking, the blood alcohol level will be up based on how much you've been drinking through the script. So those will work together. And I'll do some other integrations. I'm trying to work Sonoran, whatever you want to call it, work it into some things like the 911 call and things like that for people who use Sonoran. Anyway, that's all I got. So, if you have questions, now's the time. Otherwise, I have to go figure out how to get rid of this stupid text on my screen about the quant update. So did it actually show up on Twitch this time?
Okay, it's not to take it away from anybody, but
Sorry. Yep. Okay, that's good. What's a bummer, KB? I mean, I haven't given up on anything yet, so... You never know what's going to happen. Alright, if nobody's got any questions, I'm going to call it a night. I showed a lot of stuff as quickly as I could. And like I said, the only thing that's out for all of that I've shown is the trunked updates. Okay. So trunked is the only thing that's out right now. The rest of it is coming soon, very soon, because all of this stuff is pretty close to done and tested. Yeah, there's going to be a lot that starts rolling out real soon, and I'm sure it's going to keep us busy. All right, I appreciate it, folks. Hey, stick around because we're going to do some OCRP, and it'll be fun. Later, folks. Thank you.